Hey, you guys, and welcome to a new segment where Kristen and I comment on and crack up at confessions that people have made about the worst things they've ever done and decided to post on the internet. So, without further ado, this is Black True Crime Confessions. Hello, everyone.
Hey guys.
Welcome back to another episode of Confessions. I'm Kayla.
I'm Kristen and I love confessions. I love confessions.
Kristen loves confession episodes. And I think I'm actually going to make this episode available to everyone so everyone can get kind of like a taste of what confessions are like. We haven't really done them for the mass public in a really long time. So I want you guys to get a taste. And if you like it, join us at Patreon and get it twice a month.
Now, can we take a moment of silence for this ponytail on Kayla's head? I don't think I've ever seen you wear a ponytail ever.
I don't think I've ever worn a ponytail. And it's kind of like giving body or whatever.
It's giving
cute.
It's giving horsey.
I can wrap it around.
It's giving I whip my hair back and forth. Oh, it's super cute.
Yeah, I kind of like it.
I love it.
My man likes it, so you know how that go.
Oh.
Okay, I know. Okay. Are you guys ready? I'm ready. Okay.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Confession 1. My family has a dirty secret and I can't keep it in my chest. Which is very weird wording.
Is this person a little foreign?
And I need to get it off my chest. Oh, Kristen, very smart. That's
What?
a possibility.
Yeah.
That they might be foreign.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a lot of foreign friends.
I was supposed to say, I'm not going to come for them just yet. Okay. My great aunt and uncle has a 3 to 4. They're foreign. So let me work with this.
Hold on, let me adjust my mic because y'all can't see my mouth. Okay. They're definitely a little foreign.
Yeah. My great aunt and uncle have 3 to 4 kids, and one of their daughters got hitched basically without their approval, knowing that they're a tad crazy and they're anti-vaxxers. So, yeah, I could see why she was like, I don't want them involved. When cousin, so let me give you some back information. So they provided us with like a little key, like a little legend to understand their abbreviations throughout their little confession. So if I just say cousin or if I say cousin's child or stuff like that, you know that this is how they wrote it and not me trying.
I like it. It's
Confuse
interactive.
you. Okay. When cousin left the house to get married and have a kid, she literally left without warning and everyone went to look for her. My little sibling recalled seeing grandpa calling everyone if they've seen cousin. I don't know how long after great aunt and great uncle hired some guy to pick up cousin and cousin's child after they found her selling something far away from great aunt and great uncle's house.
Selling what?
Who fucking knows? We'll get there. Hopefully. The people took her and held her and her baby in my house for the night until morning to make sure cousin's husband and his family wouldn't track her down. When cousin and cousin's child came to great aunt and great uncle's home, it was a shit show. 1, cousin apologized for running away. 2, great aunt and great uncle had the audacity to take cousin's child's birth certificate and other government papers, then changed the parent's name to theirs.
Oh, this is some foreign ass shit
This
here.
is illegal as hell.
Excuse my language. This sounds like some Jewish or some Greek stuff, honestly.
What?
Absolutely.
What the fuck do you know about Jewish culture?
I saw a movie, I think.
Oh, so you know everything.
Or it was Amish, or it's Amish people. Like right on.
Oh my gosh. Okay. And 3, pretty much proclaiming cousin's child as their own fucking kid, even though both of them are fucking old as shit. I already had suspicion when I saw a cousin's child being great aunt and great uncle's kid, since it's impossible for them to even have a kid at their age since I was a kid, and my mom confirmed my suspicion. I'm just feeling sorry for cousin's child, thinking cousin is her sister and not her actual mom. Plus, not knowing who her actual dad is. So none of that made sense to me at all. But now that I read the last 3 words, I think I get what this person was trying to say.
I'm like, I kept in there. I picked up everything that he was putting down.
Beach, I was lost.
Wow.
Basically, for anyone else out there that was fucking lost, the grandparents, or the great aunt and the great uncle decided to take custody of this person's cousin's child
because
they felt that she was probably not a good mom, and they saw her selling some stuff, probably selling drugs with her husband at the time, and they were like, she can't have this baby no more, so we're just gonna take our grandchild and claim it as our own. And
okay, well, you made that sound way more like, okay, this is tolerable, because what I was coming from is old girl, great aunt, and great uncle took that baby out of retaliation because the cousin married someone that they didn't agree with. And because they didn't sign off on that marriage, they were like, oh, we're going to track you down as they did, hold you hostage as they did, and took that baby's information saying, if you want to, see your baby or whatever, then you're going to have to basically like disown the husband that you had, disown that life, and get back on track with us. Because,
well, I will tell you this.
That's what
completely forgot about the wedding.
I was supposed to say.
Bitch, completely forgot about the wedding. Completely forgot about holding anyone hostage overnight. I mean, completely forgot. So, yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. Either way, a child was stolen. They didn't go through the proper channels to get custody of that child.
Absolutely not.
They took the law into their own hands. Confession 2. I hate being in a cult, and I hate how I was raised. I'm a 17-year-old male and was born into the Jehovah's Witnesses. And it's been hell. In case you didn't know, the Jehovah's Witnesses are one of the worst organizations around. As a kid, I've had little interaction with those my age. I was forbidden from having friends, getting a girlfriend, and pursuing higher education. And it's ruined my childhood and teen years. I've been lonely and haven't had a lot of contact with a lot of people outside the cult. I'm now trying to leave, and in a year, I hope to move out of my parents' house and gain freedom once and for all. And the thing I want most is a girlfriend. Someone who I can love, someone who can comfort me. I've never really had someone like that in my life before, and it's something I am really looking forward to. Not a very good rant or confession, but feel free to comment and I'll be free to answer any questions you have. That was cute.
Aw, bendito.
He just wants a girlfriend. It just seems like in the higher education thing, I think that's very interesting. I've never heard the Jehovah's Witnesses being like, oh, don't go to school. But again, what the fuck do I know?
I'm about to say, what do you know about it? I remember when we were in college, the Jehovah's Witness church was literally across the street from the college. And we would always see them biking on campus, talking to people.
Wearing hella clothes.
White button-up pants, all of that. And I feel like this dude's just like, I want a life. Like, I want to live my life outside of how I was raised, which I feel like everybody goes through that.
Everybody goes through it. And I feel like you can still be a Jehovah's Witness if you believe in what they believe in, and still take your own path.
All I say to this man is, gone, do you, boo. As soon as you hit 18, run.
Yes.
Find you a woman, find you a life. If you want to go back to the Jehovah's, great. If not,
they'll always
be
be there.
Right. Like, you'll be okay. Like, even if your parents disown you.
I remember one time I hooked up with a Jehovah's Witness.
What?
And yeah, he was like really cool at first. And then we started talking about his religion or whatever. And I didn't have an opinion about it because I didn't know much about it. But it seemed like he was giving me the energy of, oh, I'm used to people talking shit. So I'm just going to talk about it in a like aggressive manner. And I'm like, well, why are you being so aggressive to me? I haven't said anything. Like, take it down a notch, sir.
His experience.
He was a twin and they were weird.
Why have I never heard this?
This happened while I was living in Newport News.
Okay, that's why.
Confession 3. I've been leading a double life. Before anyone comes at me with some bullshit yelling at me, these are all true, and I know some of it's fucked up, but this is a confessions post, and I'm asking not to be judged. That's fair.
No, it's not.
It is very fair.
You can ask, but it doesn't mean you will receive.
It's a fair ask. I don't think it's a fair expectation. There
Ever. Never.
I have pretty shit parents. My mom has horrible mood swings, and my dad is hella neglectful. My mom works most of the time and kind of lets me out most times I want and doesn't care enough to check up on me, which I'm not complaining about. My dad works all the time, so there's barely any talking on our parts. Now, my mom was extremely physically abusive. I know right now she's going through some month period where she can manage her emotions and stop using me as a punching bag, but eventually she'll come back to being a dick like always. My mom is also sort of strict. Let me list some things I'm not allowed to do. I'm not allowed to go to my friend's house, wear makeup. One time I wore eyeliner and she almost took my door off. Oh my gosh. I can't wear certain necklaces, tank tops, shorts, dresses have to have tights. Gosh. I can't wear men's clothing. I can't hang around gay people.
She sounds like a Jehovah's.
And I can't decorate my room to an extent. I can't be sad, be tired, and so much more. So basically, you can't be human.
I would say, so basically you're in prison.
You might as well just kick the bucket because she doesn't want you doing anything.
Don't kick the bucket.
Well, don't kick the bucket. Don't kick the bucket. But
not the bucket.
But not the bucket. But she clearly okay. I just
we retract that statement.
I just went somewhere. I was like, no, I'm so sorry.
Black True Crime does not endorse
No, I don't want you to kick a bucket.
The bucket.
No. Oh, Lord. You guys know my heart, okay? So what do I do and have done these past 2-ish years? Lead a double life. I have a phone, and on that phone, I hide my apps. And when the time comes to her looking through my phone during her manic episodes, I just turn off the notifications and she suspects nothing. All the images I don't want her finding are deleted off my gallery and just chilling on my Google Photos.
Period.
I like her. She gave me this backpack to hold water bottles, snacks, etc. when I go out. How old is this person?
She sounds like a grandmother.
I'm like, is she 12?
I'm talking about her mom. Her mom sounds like she's in her 70s.
Right.
And this girl's probably like 17.
That's what I'm saying. Like, she has a bag for when she goes out, a backpack?
For snacks and water. That's the best thing her mom probably has done, is prepare her.
Well,
with
she's
drink.
like, I think she's saying, here's some food and some rations that may last you at least a week. Don't come back. Find your way.
I'm cracking up.
Okay. Of course, I use my backpack for that reason, but I also use it to hide clothes she doesn't like. And I just put them on when I'm outside. I hide eyeliner, I hide ramen, etc.
Ramen?
Yeah, you know, like ramen noodles.
I'm cracking up.
We call them ramen.
Yeah,
but
we call them ramen noodles.
You call them ramen?
I call them ramen noodles.
I call them sodium packets. I just refuse to eat it. So when I'm
trash.
I call them heart attacks in a bag. Okay.
I call them poop noodles. This is why we can only release the confessions to people who with us, because
who fuck with us, yes.
People out in these streets, they don't know us
it.
like Patreon knows us.
They don't get it.
Period.
But I'm trying to give everyone an opportunity.
They don't deserve it.
You guys do deserve a chance. Everyone deserves a chance,
I guess.
So when I'm in my household, I'm a sweet, respectful, preppy indie kid who listens to her parents. When I'm outside, I'm a punk rock, metal-loving, grunge-looking disappointment. And hell, I love this life. The absolute adrenaline rush every time I panic when I almost get caught is great. Oh, bitch. That might get you in some trouble later, but I'm here for it now.
I'm like, enjoy it while you're young.
Yeah, I was about to say.
When the only consequence you can have is getting your ass beat.
By your parent. Correct. I'm not going to come here and bash my mom. That's wrong.
Aww.
My mom worked hard and she just gets stressed out, so she takes it out on me. I constantly forgive her despite the PTSD she's given me.
Aww.
I get quite mad when other people talk badly about my mom. I can sort of shame her because she's my mom and these are my experiences.
Period.
They don't know the stuff me and my mom have been through, so I tell them to shut the fuck up when talking bad about her. Period. I love my mom and all that, but there's things about her I wish I could change. This is just me confessing about my whole secret life thing. I have loads more to tell, so much I could write a novel, but these are just the basics. I love my life right now, and I loved my life when I was practically homeless at 13. I want to keep my lives separate. Maybe I'll buy some posters to put on my walls, though. LOL.
I really like this girl.
Me too. There's
I
a
feel
little
like-
bit more.
Oh.
Yeah, not time. So my household is incredibly poor and we run out of food really quick. If my family knew about my food source, they would go ballistic and take it all for themselves. Okay, I'll elaborate on this one. I wasn't homeless at 13. Well, kinda. What happened was I dreaded my family and home life so much that I would just go outside and stay at the parks for hours. I'd leave at 11 a.m., which was the time my mom woke up, and come back at 7 p.m., which is the time my mom left for work. I would just leech off my friends' food supplies. Again, we were broke. And basically, I'd only be home at night, and sometimes I'd say fuck it and just leave during the night too. I was still happy at that time because really being outside for that long just gave me an excuse to listen to music. There's more to this, but again, I could write 5 chapters just based on this homeless thing itself. And that's the end.
Wow.
Good Lord. That's probably why her mom gives her a backpack every time she goes out and it's like, here's hella snacks and stuff because bitch, you don't be coming home.
Right. But I love how she's her reflection on her life, she's still kind of jolly. Even though she's going through some hell, she still has the nerve to say, I love my life. The audacity of this girl. I love her.
I love her energy because
Me
she's like,
too.
hey, if life isn't going to be the way that I want it to be, I'm going to make it something,
Period.
you know?
And even though it's because of my mom, don't you dare talk about her because she's been through some stuff. Haven't we all?
I can talk shit about her. You can't.
You can't. I'll put the pause on you. That's
Period. Period.
Why do I understand that?
Because, bitch, we've been there.
Been there, done that.
Been there, done that.
But it also kind of sucks that you protect the one who hurt you,
Well, it's when it comes to parents, it's so complicated.
It
A lot of
is.
people deal with a lot of abuse because they still love that person. So, Confession 4. I just lost my virginity to a prostitute. Here for it. Already, I'm excited. I wish I lost my virginity to a prostitute instead of a shrimp penis baseball player. So a few hours ago,
I just don't know.
I like to throw in confessions of my own in here. I like to do
never knew you ever thought that.
that. What? Like a prostitute? That's pretty cool. I can't even lie.
For your first experience, wouldn't you feel so out of your depth? Wouldn't you think, what is this? Where has this penis been?
Yes.
Is he fine? Are you paying him? Yes, he's a prostitute.
Yes.
So you're paying for sex your first time having it.
But you're thinking about OBT, Skid Row prostitutes.
even if it's
I'm
like
talking
an
like
escort.
high end.
Even if
Yeah.
it's fine.
I mean, I'm going to be strapped up. I'm going to be using protection
On all fronts.
and also bring protection.
Period.
But
Period.
but I think it would be a fun experience.
Wow, it sounds like you still want to have that experience.
Kristen, no, I'm engaged.
Period.
I'll just role play.
Bachelorette party ideas. Just kidding, Terrell.
No.
Don't come
Terrell
for
doesn't
me.
listen. He doesn't
I'm
listen.
gonna say, don't come for me.
So a few hours ago, I went to a street where there are prostitutes. Okay. I had been planning this for a while because I wanted to lose my virginity before I turned 20. Anyway, I walked for a while on the street and then I stumbled upon this girl who looked quite pretty. I asked her the price and I accepted. We go up to the room, which was quite nasty. I know, Krista. Do you see me? I'm like loving every minute of this.
And I'm scared for his life. And hers.
Right.
Oh my God.
We go up to the room, which was quite nasty, but I proceeded anyway. At this moment, I am nervous as hell, but I managed to calm my nerves as best as I could. I'm not going to go into details of what happened. Fucking loser. It's literally why I'm here. Fuck's sake. I'm not going to go into detail of what happened, but I am just going to say it went okay for my first time. That tells us nothing. Oh my God.
We need the prostitute to sit down and then write a confession about what happened.
I'm going to look to see if she submitted a confession. I'm going to look. It was weird because it felt mechanical, but I guess I enjoyed it.
Ew. Saying like your first time, you don't need no prostitute. You need someone who understands exactly what you're going through.
Yeah.
Like another little girl. Not little, but you know what I mean.
Oh my God.
Someone his age, for goodness sakes.
Good Lord. Okay, yes. Oh, no. Lord help us. Okay, we're almost done.
Don't give this to the public. Just don't do it. I don't need all of what's gonna come if we release this to the public. We're not ready for that yet.
They need to know who we are.
Period.
We fuck up our words sometimes. We're human. Especially Kristen. Okay.
Do you like hurting people, Kayla? Is that what you do?
Do you like throwing me under the bus?
Do you get off on that? Like, I'm trying to become a better person and not tell you to F off, but F off.
Oh, that's fair. Okay. Honestly, I don't know how to feel. I feel a little guilty, but on the other hand, I feel proud of myself because I am an anxious person who is afraid to try new things.
Well, you did.
And it seems like they did this like on their own, like didn't have friends, didn't, just did it by themselves, which is extremely dangerous. But they went out on the ledge of life.
Yes, he did something bold and for himself. Good for you. Just happened to be with a prostitute.
I need an update. Confession 5. I do not love the child I am raising. If he had anywhere else to go, I'd give him up.
I don't think I'm ready for this one.
I was gonna say, so this one is sad and complex because I did read this one. I can't lie. Because I was like, I don't want to put something in here that's like abusive or, something like that. But it is a complicated situation. So my ex-wife was a drug addict and an alcoholic. She would disappear for 2 or 3 days at a time, and it destroyed our young marriage. After months of begging, she finally got sober, or at least I think she did. She ended up pregnant with a boy. A few months after the birth, she backslid right back into her old ways. She disappeared and turned up at our doorstep. I couldn't just kick her out. She had no job, no real friends. Her parents hated her for marrying outside of her race. And her family never spoke to her. I couldn't just say no. I made my final ultimatum. Get sober or you're out of here. And it worked. She was sober for the longest time. A year. Well, a year is probably like 7 in addict, time.
A year is 365 days. Like,
that's a long time.
Yeah.
Except she wasn't. She was still drinking and doing coke and God knows what else with who else. I was oblivious until I found out I had an STI.
Uh-oh.
I then followed her while she went out with friends. She was drinking with random men, and before the night was up, she got into a car with a few men and drove off. Yeah, so she's not in a relationship.
She's boring.
She's single as a Pringle. living the life she wants to live. I don't know
Very
if it's her best
dangerous.
one, but she's living life. I was done then. I told her I was done. She begged me for forgiveness, but I wouldn't. A few weeks later, she was gone. She disappeared for the final time, and I have no idea where the hell she is. Eventually, the thought creeps into my mind that our son might not be mine. I got a test done, and he isn't.
Oh my gosh.
The whole time I thought she was sober, she was still on drugs and drinking behind my back and fucking other guys while at it. He's the son of some random barfly or drug dealer that my ex let climb on top of her.
Ooh.
That's a stretch.
Yeah,
That's pretty.
you're doing a lot.
You can tell he's thought about this.
You can tell he's clearly hurt.
Yeah. I went through a period where it hurt to see his face. It filled me with disgust to know I was raising another man's kid. That I was raising a product of some other guy fucking my wife. It was emasculating and it made me sick. Every feeling of life and pride I felt in my son was erased when I found out. I wanted to get rid of him. I had already rid myself of any reminder of my ex, and this little kid was the biggest one. One who she tricked me into believing was my emotional and financial responsibility for years. I can't say that I love him. I wish I could, but I can't. I never should have gotten the test in the first place. If he had grandparents that wouldn't think he's an abomination, I'd give him to them. He's not my responsibility, not my parents. He's his mom's and his dad's. He's 5 now, and all he's known is me. I have seen what the foster care system can do to kids, and I don't want that to happen to him, especially since he's so old now. He'll be traumatized for life if I give him up to the system. Now I'm just stuck with this reminder.
Dang.
Yeah. Isn't that terrible?
Yeah, and
I mean,
that
either
makes me
way,
uncomfortable.
I was about to say, the situation sucks, and his wife was a trash bag female, for sure. However, the child has nothing to do with that.
And it's not his fault. Like,
absolutely nothing to do with that.
and the thing is, I understand you might go through feelings of looking at this kid and like, that bitch isn't mine. Like, what am I supposed to do? But at the same time, buck up. Be a man, like I guess you have been for the last 5 years, even though you've been secretly hating him. Right. And just find the love that this kid knows you as his dad, period. Mm-hmm. And that's all he needs to know. You know what I'm saying? That is tough.
Like, what if she brought a child into the relationship? Would you still be like, oh, I'm raising another man's kid? Like, I just feel like as a grown man that has been raising this child for however the fuck long before you even knew that he wasn't yours, it's your responsibility to step up and be there for him. Yeah. DNA doesn't mean as much as you think it means, especially when you've been caring for this child. Like, he's your own.
And then it's like, don't take your hurt and your pain and how you feel towards the mom out on the kid. Yeah. He has nothing to do with this. Right. Just like you didn't ask for her to be out there hoeing and thoughting whatever she wanted to do at that time. That doesn't mean that, you sit there and you blame it on him. Right. You didn't ask for this either. So you should kind of be able to relate to this little kid, if anything.
Right. Be like, shit, we're in this boat together. We both been abandoned.
So. Right. Your mom abandoned the both of us.
Mm-hmm. And last confession. Confession 6. I legit just pooped my pants in college. Mm-hmm. So I'm sitting there playing PS4 and boom, a fart. But sadly, it wasn't just a fart.
I hate how you said boom.
Wait, I have to read this over. So I'm sitting there playing PS4 and boom, a fart. But sadly, it wasn't just a fart. I tried to clench my butt and that helped, but I couldn't deny it. Thank God me and my roommate have separate room. In a panic, I found spare toilet paper in my bathroom stuff, wiped it all up, and threw it in a scented garbage bag. Then double bagged it with another garbage period. Plus, I sprayed a shit ton of Febreze in that and threw it in the garbage room. Now I'm just praying to God that no one will smell it until the garbage room is empty. Do you guys think I'm good on covering the smell? Question mark.
I mean, it is human crap. But then again, babies do it all the time.
Woo. Well, an adult man's
Crap is different from
a baby's poop. So, wow.
I'm cracking.
No, I just think it's going to smell like fruity shit. That's
Yeah.
all I think it's going to happen.
Period.
And
Why
hopefully
don't you just take it to the dumpster?
That's what I'm saying. You could have just taken it down yourself.
You
to
know?
some type of, but you put it in the garbage room, which is probably on the floor of your apartment, and it probably will stink up the whole floor.
And here's the thing. I'm personally cracking up at you because for you to crap on yourself while you farted, you push that out, if we're going to be honest.
Like,
Boom.
he gonna say boom, a fart.
Right.
No, the fart didn't just happen.
No,
you boomed
pushed
it. You boomed that fart. It didn't boom itself. Let's be honest here.
You supersonic boomed it.
Yeah.
okay? Which is why you crapped on yourself.
Oh God. Okay.
So for future references, don't be pushing out stuff
Don't push it
that
out.
you're not ready to take the consequences of.
Just
okay?
don't push it out. Lord. And it was probably a wet one. Oh. Okay.
But I will applaud him for trying to double bag it and for breeze it and all that extra stuff.
Child, he didn't do that for you or nobody else. He did that for himself.
He did that for himself.
The embarrassment. Well, that was great.
Oh, thank God there was nothing completely grimy and disgusting in this one.
Yeah, it wasn't something that like would have
Literally
you thinking.
Leaves my
too
mouth
much.
hanging open.
Yeah. Well, that was a fun one.
Thanks for joining, guys. Actually, hold on. I feel like I smell crap. It wasn't me. It wasn't Lady either. Funky.
Ew. We feel like we were there. But thank you guys so much for listening, and thank you for watching, because this will be on YouTube. And if you're interested in accessing some of our future confession episodes and some of our past ones, join us on Patreon. And
Period.
you'll have free access to, not free, but unlimited access to to all of our content.
Only if you want to.
Also, our merch store is open now, so go to blacktruecrime.com.
It's live.
Click on the merch tab and buy something you like.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
Okay. Okay, bye.
Bye, guys.